Bama Ghana for. Say Juma do and Juma Fat House on. And to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and the sea. Now, Pobia Mana to Mutas amount there. And then I may come for Babson Green Construction and Trading at the amount.
The Punch TV Addo from my mama have channel you so make sure say and then the first time I do her channel you and not just subscribe and no like share we will so be our share our comment section or edit the Punch TV the about man yourself the and say them back and them for and say story be about social media and so say agent ye abusuan for mon come home my uncle story na embra ye buy the emunche mu na ebebrem.
Which one are you talking about? I'll look at it later. All right, so my team, they have pulled out the Akuffo Addo versus Catherine. And before we move on, story the nonsense Akuffo Addo's father did. This story. This story. It is there. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. Thank you for bringing this. More kind story. 1992. 01027. Inti story nini suit number nini citation number na 1992 DLSC 1963 Akuffo Addo versus Kathleen. All right, Supreme Court Accra 1992 IGLR 377 date 27 January 1992. Counsel Joe Randolph with him WAN Adumwa Bossman for the plaintiff appellant. Monkori her story we na monkan. Honorable Akuffo Addo papa nkwasi ade oye no Ghana. Supreme Court judge the direct himself from amu me enyeme. Atakora papa nkwasi ade odi o Ghana judiciary mu. Mon pese mo bekin kan. Ye kan okura jana emo ya atakora. Ewurade nyankopon. Akuffo Addo papa ton Ghana fala o ton de jot. Motete Ghana da want to say Akuffo Addo so. Me say omu yi atakora de free di mu ana a governor start here. Enti ono na adwene eda eyebosu mi dansen mu. Akuffo Addo adwene eda ne tirim no eda bosu mi dansen mu ochebi. Enye adwuma. Enti monko pe story we na monka Mr. P. Mr. S, we will deal with it tomorrow. We will read it later, not now. But me best direct him some monko pe story na monka. Supreme Court judge de catch him. Also me kan chem na monko kan. Mo sorry na monka atakora. Mo de muni matakora. Atakora me niampon. Or a dangerous guy. Now, I'm mentioning a story, a very, very important story, 720. All right. Story where a very important, I will say I can't want them, and it's got to do with tax waivers. So I'm for one can do tax waiver. Tax waiver. Again, tax waiver. Pankrono for tax waiver. Again, so for tax waiver. Monka tax waiver. Monka bium. And the back boys. All right. Bantama for tax waiver. They say tax waiver montia say mami cheche munchira mo tax waiver eye mo amo asantime mu especially mo amo eye swame. Now yakase tax waiver eye say aban aye na adwene say sa nipa we afre no eye den atakora we dwuma dia obedi wo Ghana ha no ade bi obekra aba Ghana abedi ne dwuma enya ne ho sika anya ho mfaso no ye nge ne to intebia papa bi afre Mr. Atakora and Sons and almost omo dia omo tonton cars. And our buying say, Mr. Atakora, car be out of Ghana Habiano, a boy can also to the 2 million cars ba, a boy also to the port, Mentia, Chifem Fabrafie, Nebeton, Otonwa, Ebia Wafa Nipamianu, Jumunti, Sakas Abaton, Tongu Botum, Netia Nipamianu car. And then your friend tax waiver. Now, answer now will be tax waiver, no? Not Sebio, I was set. One kasa wo ma tax waiver and I say nipa na o ka say mema ma ontia tax no ni nyina ne say sa nipa wa wo ma sa instruction no sebio wo sika da ho every say ohiani embo besia ohiani enye party ohiani at the end of the day enkoto fried rice ohiani de o hwa wo ho na wodi waduane enti Ghana bi asika se meduru a ye ho kire no at this point no ade e friend tax waiver edi say ke bi buy books mu. Nanso Akuffo Addo ene ba omia ayade bi endre chia oboko parliament yi afenyo marking akwana ne girlfriend enua ye pedophile na omode ne kwati ehihye akora bi enum a afenyo markings e friend wo phone so e threaten gentleman no later after your marking man the law firm girl bi ho e ko threatening kwara no school your friend after your marking or GLC akobu nkoto je sema me yempam no after your marking or the leader of the NPP in parliament ye bie parliament 2-3 days ago no after your marking any MPP for kotam companies in kwa beye how many are they 42 MPP for the first day now you be a parliament the first day the companies 42 so some companies in nyoma omo krefia broche di bagara nyoma muntua tax back port so I'm for any friend of tax waiver na busa ho na companies where ya magana ama ene sika sama say ye hia sika edi akekere Ghana ye hia revenue the Ghana Revenue Authority ehia sika edi etua work sika etua nursing trainees etumi edi fight dollar ya ekusidi no eye den na at this juncture ye bre ye sika sama say no ye sama 42 companies tax waiver busa ho ni nyina ne say ye jimi nti no mo ye saa wajimi nti no mo ye saa enkwasiaba a woto ya wandwene ho nti na ende Akuffo Addo mo ye saa 42 companies almost say $335 million tax waiver request. NPP for say companies way one district one factory companies nyina me enjoy tax e port the other car beba the other machines beba the other D&D beba nyina fa no free nkoton nyoma ngo botom enti ya calculate sikani nyina no sikani almost $335 million. How the Ghana Shippers Authority, Ghana Shippers, the importers, the swami for kokompe for, how you are not being fair to those people? Ghana. Why are we being selective? Ya da hote san kwase asem we hu kiam se ba omi anim nyansa. Na ba omi akogina ohini bi anim na ohini ne soso ba omi aso. How can you, at this point, interest rates, inflation, the dollar, the exchange rate, the economy dwindling,
the punch
over 1.7 trillion. Okay, 10 countries, the IMF, we are Ghana is number 2 or number 3. Now, at this point, some of the avenues, you bet to be Sikadia Bo Mano Brano. After your marking MPP for majority of parliament to say by force NDC for work out almost by force $335 million. Man just ask an yenchungu. Why should anybody onimnyansa wakosu kakra offer no say I am an intellectual, we are the middle class. Then and there kwase bitina radio say Mahama should convince you. Where Jimmy? You see this thing, you want Mahama to convince you. We are boaba. You see these things, you want me to sit here and tell you, say, where the Mr. Jini and a Kotuaba, where Jimmy? We are Juma Swame, Utiko Kompe, we are Fitani, we are importer, Ofan Yoma Fabro Cheba. Now what to catch them say, Kevin Taylor, Mempenas, and where Jimmy? Your mark companies 42 tax waiver. Sa tax waiver, tax in the Begu so. And you know what hurts? Almost say, some companies when you know one district, one factory beneficiaries. Yeah, and tell me NAPCO beneficiaries by because he's saying, "Omo discarding you na." Ni and tell me say NAPCO beneficiaries. Yeah, but you omoka, omo ba benye juma. Yeah, before me na nipa 100,000. When ba kumpo Ghana siya for the juma. No, and they say you free be one district, one factory beneficiaries. Some way Jimmy. Kwasi ebi to say Kevin odidi matem odidi me hinatem meto am MPP what this what MPP what bodam yesef am ho we Jimmy na come de me. So my team, they have actually read a little bit of Akuffo Addo Papa story, no? In summary, Akuffo Addo's father bought shares in some companies with Ghana's money in another person's name. Nkovowi. Uko read this story now. One day, Baba Kani Nina or Hatcher. Akuffo Addo Papa Kronvowi. He bought companies with Ghana's money. And Sebio or the Akuffo din or to shares. Akuffo Addo's father is a criminal. $42 companies. Now in the Otiko Kompe, now when you kwasiafo Techiman say, yeah, the Techiman magazine for Mwamba. Yamani pa 42 companies, $335 million. Kwasiafo mungu ne bebo mutuo. Enche mugu ngure ni mo election day. Ya bebo mu nuanu mutuo se mponche. Kwasiafo abegyina say, ba omi aba, yeah, Techiman magazine for mu fin. On say omutiti mu se mwa. Na mo dia mo agiminti, ye mo yesi abetena beso somoso. You people are crazy. This should not happen in Ghana today. Hey, you be di mo atem sa ko be ya de papa. Someone ya de papa, you be di mo atem sa mo jimi. Where on earth at this point how we are struggling as a nation? IMF kuta a minute, yentumi to petrol, yentumi to gas, yentumi to diesel. Amanfo nyeduane ndi, bibia boy den. Amani yentumi generate revenue. 350 million and Quebec Sika ono. Akuffo Addo said abi yemfa nchen kofo no. Unu adekro. Majority of these companies almost say one district, one factory companies. These are the companies almost say they are giving them tax waiver. These companies way. 42 companies. Atakura na mdibedi agro. Atakura. Mwede munim. We Jimmy Papa. Honesta agama lizard no dinichino. Adoption of report of the Finance Committee on tax waiver request under the 1D1F program in respect of the following. 1D1F, Ediam Faswada de Abregana. A dear company partner supply anything to subsidize BB or Ghana. 1D1F, Ediam Fasoni Nyawo. Because whatever we were importing before 1D1F, we are importing double. Whatever we were bringing into Ghana before the implementation of 1D1F, we are still bringing them in double folds. So what did it actually add to our economy? Yeah, Jimiana. Yeah, Moana. Can't we think? And we get some people sitting on radio defending this nonsense. B5 Plus Limited. B5 way. Now we need to do something. We need to go behind the scenes and look for B5 Plus, B5 way also supply oil, a criminal. Ferro Fabric Limited, Everpure Holdings Limited, Microforestry Ghana Limited, Snedder Transformers Technologies Limited, CK Engineering and Construction Limited, B-Calf Foods Ghana Limited, Emperor Foods and Beverage Limited, Yabiko Enterprise Limited, Let's dig. Jimmy, Ghana for Tango for go see a bomb in a true. What's a week? Now, Let's D Company Limited, Matrix Company Industries Limited, Specialty Beers Ghana Limited, Specialty Beers Ghana Limited, Prestige Integrated Agro Company Limited, Sunda Ghana Investment Limited, Sunda Ghana Limited. Yo, Sunda Ghana Investment Limited, and your Sunda Ghana Limited, Corban Company Limited, Keda Ghana Ceramics Company Limited, Fu Chine Company Limited, Chinese Fu Yinaubu, Fu Chine Company Limited, hey, Les Farm Industries Limited, Yellowtail Limited, Golden Latex Products Limited, OA&J Pharmaceutical Limited, Sankofa Brewery Limited. How am I doing? Entrepreneurs. I'm on doing. Mrs. Do you want me to read it? I'll read this too. I go for the story. I'll read it. Les Farm Industries Limited, Yellowtail Limited, Golden Latex Products, your Sankofa Brewery Limited, Cements d'Afrique Ghana Limited, Cements d'Afrique, Multi-Pack Company Limited, Happy Sunshine Company Limited, Everpack Limited, Golden Africa Consumer Products Limited, EPAC Flexible Packaging Ghana Limited, Golden Africa Soap Industry Ghana Limited. When you go for it? That's go business. MPs radio. Avenue markings there will attend. Triton, hey, your Golden Africa Soap Industries Limited, Mass Industries Limited, Sentio Oil Refinery, Sentio. Almost a Kusibuating oil company or you know, almost so edgy, almost tax waiver. Triton Oak Industries Ghana Limited, Rick Part Company Limited. It's not funny anymore though. Rick Part, Rision Industries Company Limited, Echo Poly Industries Limited, Nungwa Warehouse Company. Nungwa Warehouse. All right, there I go. Nungwa Warehouse Ghana Limited, Nungwa Warehouse, RMS GPT Ghana Limited, Amponsa Ifa Pharmaceutical Limited, Agrohawo Ghana Company Limited, YMHY Doors Ghana Manufacturing Company Limited, Grand Camp Limited. Jesus Christ. This Sanimo Sema Rehu Mwe Jimmy Kura Momo. They don't care. Atakura. They will finish you people. 42 companies. Almost $400 million. You see, I'm fan chow munina. Now companies way that ben will be abakache se waye juma edi amagana. These are individual companies. That's what I was asking. The one district, one factory. Companies we munina. They in a company buying SCA. One district, one factory. All these companies on your screen. 42 companies. But a company where the government of Ghana there. And some catch us one district, one factory for you Ghanaians to get employment. Some the Ghana seeker one district, one factory. At a point, no and this existing companies. Fine. You have helped the existing companies. Today, you are in shit. Your economy is dwindling. Your economy has collapsed. You are still giving tax waiver of over $300 million. Wait, Jimmy. You need to be short. Wait, Jimmy. You don't care about the ordinary Ghanaian. You don't care about anybody. And Baumia is working in Ghana telling you, say, yeah, man, and twice I'm quite some way so. Now, Shadie, before and the manfa a course cram fine. Muntie course no credit here. It's always to listen to the facts. Don't be too interested in the calls. Calls is important. The message in here. Into course no, mama me any priority. And for course, don't be worried. As someone here, bro. Now here, Mr. P, Mr. S. All right. So my team, I'm say, me ready Akuffo Addo Papa story quickly. Now the real story. Here we are. One day we will take our time and do the story proper. Where Akuffo Addo versus Kathleen. Mami read the story in Chiramo. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. I'm a police story now, but I'm saying can't crib na muhu Akuffo Addo Papa kwasi ade obey Ghana. Mo sorry the Akuffo Addo Papa no a lawyer and Akuffo Addo Papa. Come for we mo some mo say. Ya ka some chira mo ti man kan Akuffo Addo Papa story kakra chira mo. Akuffo Addo Papa so e kromfo. E wi o ma wi Ghana where Supreme Court judge the same kan chira mo. Supreme Court judge the same kan chira mo enya me ana me ka say me ba be kan ti ma obumfu. Now look at the story. Man kan kakra bi ne enko enim. Akuffo Addo Papa. Atakura Papa. Now muntie story. Fact ni yede to ha no we do at udimatem kwa. Now muntie story ni. The Akuffo Addo versus Kathleen court case, which reached the Supreme Court of Ghana on January 27, 1992, revolved around a dispute over the ownership of shares and property. Now, the plaintiff, Mrs. Adeline Akuffo Addo, the widow of the late Edward Akuffo Addo, a former Chief Justice and President of Ghana, claimed that the shares held by the late Oforipenny Oforiatta in Beyeman Freezing Company Limited and house number 1203 Kaneshi Housing Estate, Accra, were held upon trust for her late husband or his estates. Nana Danko Akuffo Addo Papa. Time owu ye no. Eye ne yire Mrs. Akuffo Addo. Eye ono ena obegyina mu. E kire say na Danko Akuffo Addo wi Ghana sika de koto shares o company no. Ma me be friend Kathleen so de ne ba court say hey, sa shares na nya wo dia every say ɛyɛ Ghana sika na wowie na ne kura ntonche no saa adwumadie na nkasa no usika ewom enya tro uni sika bia wo afiri sɛ shares ne Akuffo Addo hye obi din mu ɛna Akuffo Addo papa wuye no nipa no sɛ nya Akuffo Addo papa dia ɛna Akuffo Addo maame mu ɛkɔ court Akuffo Addo ne busuafo nyom ye hwifo baako bi na mo yɛ okay or the Ghana sika ekoto shares or company mu ɛna later no owu ye no ɛna sebio omo pese omo kwaji company ni free nipa or di ni din ye shares no if you Akuffo Addo wie sika no Ghana sika no koto sa shares no owu wie no afi omo kwaji company na nipa nsa lalai adan on chere be onye sika beto sa shares no eye den na be ye obi din mu na mo hwa de. Now when you read the rest of
Bafsin Green Construction and Trading Abama Ghana for said you make do and Juma Fat House on and to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and the Westy. Now Pobiam and not to mutas amount there, and then I make for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. Obuan was in down a won't you. Emane ha crampo, and posabro train hour. No West Sufia or Ghana now Pobiam and not to mutas amount there. And then I make for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. The Yanni so benye ye mujidie. Your 2 bathroom tiles, compound tiles, swimming pool tiles, kitchen tiles, and in your kikaho. Then it is summer woman said, so passa Seattle. Now do location Maya. The Yanni say ya Ghana. Ye benya be the amount. Na yan juicy candy. Yan dada, said young crofobidi, young crofobino. A sunset task would you make any dintino. Yet on cement, natural stones, tile cement, slabs, marble tiles, and nobody lay a sign so a supply. A sense of Jumahote, not swear need to know. Ye were abiding cracks are a certificate, a treasure ya fat entity. Obetting your friend whom I true for so 0505 62 68 23 0505 62 68 23. Oba we a breaku, Weja, adequate winnie by quantum pona so. Bafsin Green Construction and Trading. We do it just the way you love it.
The court, we are court to me. This is court.
The Punch TV.
Now, kind story. Now, this is what it says. The case was an appeal from a judgment of the Court of Appeal, which set aside the decision of the High Court dated January 27, 1992. The plaintiff contended that although her brother, Ofori Penny Oforiata, held the legal title to these properties, he did so as a trustee for the benefit of her late husband, and therefore for his estate after his death. The basis of the plaintiff claim was supported by her testimony and that of her witness, along with certain documents presented as exhibit. The Supreme Court decision in this case would have been significant in determining the rightful ownership of the contested assets and interpreting the legal concept of trust in the context of Ghanaian law. Now, Mamika Bibinchiro. Nana Addo Akuffo Addo. Ne papa. Ne papa ewia Ghana sika ena ode koto shares o company mu ena oto shares no ode obi din ena yeye owuwie no ena tija na nipa no ode din share eye shares no. Now what is Ofori Penyini bi din abem Oforiata aha what is Akuffo Addo ne yere enso din abem. Now tie we Akuffo Addo papa wo krono a ode Ghana sika aboye no eno na ye kan wo court a kirewo Kathleen de Akuffo Addo papa court. Akuffo Addo mo e de Kathleen court say eye ejapade bi eye Kathleen dia no eye Akuffo Addo ne papa e na de Ghana sika toye e de Kathleen mu din share enti omo obaje e ne court ija court. These are criminals. Akuffo Addo papa monko kind supreme. I don't have time to be going through this. The documents are there. More besame kind be mama men kind chiremo. Now we should go to the next thing. It's very important to me. The Akuffo Addo versus Kathleen court case, which reached the Supreme Court of Ghana on January 27, 1992, revolved around a dispute over the ownership of shares and property. Say Akuffo Addo any Kathleen case na be Supreme Court no. The Emma ebe Supreme Court ni say na efa aye ejapade bia na wentwi bi aba ho. The plaintiff, Mrs. Adeline Akuffo Addo, nipa na sebio or the assembly by na or say assembly ndima no your friend Mrs. Adeline Akuffo Addo maame. Now, the widow of the late Edward Akuffo Addo, a former Chief Justice and President of Ghana, or say Akuffo Addo maame and Gina assembly or then Beka say assembly no yendima no or no Gina muma ni kunu because nani kunu ne 1992 assembly ye king. Now, former Chief Justice and President of Ghana claimed that the shares held by the late Oforipenyin Oforiatta in Bayerman Freezing Company Limited and house number 1203 Kaneshi Housing Estate, Accra, were held upon trust for her late husband or his estate. Now, Akuffo Addo wiye sika na ode koto eye ejapade no nipa na ode ni din ye no se dabi ejapade re mbapa dia enye Akuffo Addo dia mum prove se ejapade ni Akuffo Addo dia. Akuffo Addo yere so gina court se ejapade ni kunu dia abra ejapade no documents ni edin e wo ho no kire se enye Akuffo Addo dia ewifo we na budi omachi vom jimi mfiri so ne yanko enim na ma me nkodwa bibi fufuro mu nkire o. Look at this story. Snet any TUC 177
The Punch TV.
omo wie mo me betena ha ka kire Ghana fo. Now afena I think say you can't some chima mo beti. Cocoa board, sorry. Snits, your properties, hotels are ya ton, ediama briny champon. Near Tikrum ha. And I'm a catcher mu say, you see, Debiano, when we do a show here, now say the facts nature moi. Ghana for do no Jimmy Akuffo Addo MPP omoya musa. I can tell you on authority, there's no media house in Ghana. The credibility we have, no media house in Ghana. And what's our credibility? No. Mini or chain, mini adwa. And no media house in Ghana. Media house got mind too much. No journalist in Ghana can contest any facts we put out. No journalist. No journalist can contest any fact you put here with counterfact. Nobody. You can comment on it, but you cannot pick a document and say, "Dear Kevin Taylor, the two these are the facts." Or nobody. And that is the credibility and integrity we are holding till we decide. Say, February 2024, and Mamindi Nkankawe, yes, sorry, yeah, TUC. The Ayabetin say, a snit, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. S. The Ayabetin say, TUC for say, snit hotels are yatoma briny champono, snit for say, omuntiasie, omunchum. Maybe tonight, if you do so, February 2024, February, yeah, and I'm Rebecca Chiremo say. Snate for a ton hotels in United ama briny champon. February. And I made the documents be chiremo. In fact, this is what I said. The same day I'm a pink shirt. Okay. I told you guys something because we beat chiremo a few minutes ago about a year briny champon, Rock City Hotel no. Nanado Dankwe Akuffo Addo any Nebusian for no. They are going to sell government hotels to briny champon. Now, I'm going to show you a document. We don't want to spend so much time on this. Ochina, you people should ask them. Say the document Kevin Taylor has put out, is it a lie? And I say, no, cray. And Nana Addo Dankwe Akuffo Addo are buying, MPP are buying, they want to sell your hotels to Brian Champon. And it's dangerous because, you see, now they know they are leaving power. They know that they can also say no answer no mako. The next thing they are about to do now is to sell state their own properties, and that is what they are going to do. They are about to do now. And Brian Champon is the first person almost using, and there are a lot of government institutions and state-owned properties are Nkansah Atonedi. The recent one is got to do with hotels na Ghana. Now look at this document. Yanka we want Mansani Gigim Nankasem. So see this document. After the show, the team, they will publish this show, this document on Loud Silence platforms. On our website, loudsilencenews.com, you will have this document there. You can go and have access to it. The radio people, the journalists in Ghana, we are correct. Go and have access to this. Go and download it and then ask Brian the Champion, say, is this true? These are things, and this should be easy for journalists to be our Ghana. So now this is their new move. They are about to sell hotels now our Ghana. No, into this documents, I'm sure 2 documents. It's an exchange between Brian the Champion and the managers of these government facilities. In fact, there are 2 hotels. Now, already documented now, Golden Beach Hotels, Ghana Limited, 1st November 2023. Oko Esropa, SEM Capital Advisor Limited, almost Ekanwa, they are basically the ones leading this charge. Into document now, the Chief Executive Officer, Golden Beach Hotels, Ghana Limited, number 5 La Bypass and Accra, Ghana. Attention, Nana Dumtie Onyuna Kwache. Dear Madam, due diligence by Rock City Hotel. Inti Brian the Champion mo omo beton La Palma no Ediama Brian the Champion Rock City Brian the Champion dia. Now obeso the hotel no fronti na auditor Ghana hotels akese e Ghana ni nyina. Na dan Akuffo Addo ni MPP for na ede man for free. And this is why you have to be careful. Mahmoud ba obi nyina omunim we. They are going to act as if they don't know. By the time 10 months away and then no matter be or Ghana be edi. They don't care. They think say Jimmy, and that is what they've been doing for years. Now, you read the document way na the womb and sana you move and you now be say so we're not going to spend too much time on this. Right after this show, no, you can have access to this document. This was February, I think 12th or 13th of February. Mr. S, Mr. P, put a date on this particular video. Say the people are selling through SNET. This is no news. This is not breaking news. This is nothing new. We had already warned you people, say, Brian Echampo, Akuffo Addo, state-owned hotels, you know, they are selling all of them to Brian Echampo. They are selling everything to Brian Echampo. Maybe now, way back as in February. This is not a news story. No media house spoke about it. February, you ready in June. I think you better discuss it. I want to wait. Now, just a February, no, and the news media are picking up, and we get imagine said they are going to question these people. Or just think you Jimmy. When Kevin Taylor talks about it, don't discuss it. It is for John Mahama. Me say, Mube una John Mahama otiase. Some way Jimmy Mubi. And the media, they sit there. Me, I am helping you people. I am trying to save you people. I don't lose anything. But these people will always run you people down. May the story in the Bremo, may the documents count, and I'm casting the media go out there and question Brian Echampo, question SNET. Now you say February, and he started say we are scrutinizing this and they have sold it. It is gone. You cannot do anything because you're Jimmy. Brian Echampo no bu petrol no bu no reserve on any military intelligence person. Brian Echampo US reserve no buy no petrol na no obu. Me catch them say akwa we Jimmy mo. Brian Echampo is a criminal. Wa mekano kran kire mo Ghana. He came with a fake certificate. Nankofo to Ghana. They were insulting me. Kevin Taylor, Brian Echampo, wakoyi document yaba obwa because party and the tribe adokromo and moa. Mwe Jimmy. Brian Echampo, when was the last time I would say LPP, Alpha Power ma NDC bium. Say Jato NDC Ghana, Brian Echampo hotels in Abeshi. Ejato Ghana, Brian Echampo hotels auto when you jabe tom, Yabeshi na. Say Brian Echampo, Ejina stage, Oka say MPP will never hand over power to the NDC. No, Etija Ghana, the Rock City Hotel, ne jabe tom. People will burn it down because the omo yen the bema nipa aya the omo yen no.